Hi guys, NoMagician here. Today I'm going to show you a deck profile of the deck I used at Dutch Nationals. I used a Ninja Traptrix deck. I went x4, almost getting to top 64. Even managed to sit at table 2 after 3 games. So it actually went way better than I had in mind. I thought I would play 3 games and then drop. But maybe even got my invite, but we have to wait for that. Well, let's go on to the deck profile. I played 3 Hanzo. Hanzo is just your playmaker of the deck. He sets up all your plays for later into the game, and his effect is just really good. You can search 2 different ninjutsu traps. And with one you can special summon an insect, with the other a dragon, and that's the engines I also run. With the insect trap you can special summon the Traptrix, Murmilio is, right now I feel like Traptrix is less effective as it used to be. Searching Trapples also is still really nice, but I don't know, I don't think it's as effective as it used to be, but it's still a quite decent engine to run. The nice thing is when you get special summoned up the ninjutsu trap, you can still destroy a spell or trap, so it's just a nice plus you can make with it. That's why I don't run MST in the main. It is already not really needed during this meta, but because you got Murmilio as special summon target, you don't really need the MSTs at all. Then of course with the free Murmilio, the free Dionea, because you can set up Murmilio a bit easier, this is isn't as often dead in your hands, but obviously it can happen. But well, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course. Then for the Dragon engine, the 2 Draga and 1 Labradorite Dragon. At first I was not really too fond of this engine, because I didn't like to draw Labradorite, because you couldn't really do anything after it. But it proved at Dutch Nationals that it's actually way better than the Traptrix lineup. Just because the trap is better for the dragon, because you can target an opponent's monster as well, which is just really nice, so you can get rid of your opponent's monster. And the other trap for the insect, you have to tribute your Hanzo, and with the dragon trap you don't have to do that, so that's also a big plus of this one. Besides that, Leo proved to be like the MVP of the deck, especially rogue decks can't really get rid of Leo, only like the standard cards like Torrential, Raigeki, but you know, those things, if they use that, you most certainly have a different play for next turn. So Leo is just amazing. Only against Shadow it isn't really effective. Construct can get really easily away from get rid of your Leo, and that's why I lost actually twice against them. So that's the only matchup where Leo doesn't really get any use at all. And well, the last monsters I play are 3 Assault Halberd. Halberd just makes your deck way better. You can special summon it when you don't have a monster, which is really nice for Labradorite Dragon, so that you can attack, maybe doing damage, hopefully, piercing damage, and then add another Assault Halberd to your hand, and then during main phase 2 you will tribute your Assault Halberd and set the Labradorite Dragon. So that's, with this case you don't really get slowed down at all, which normally you would if you didn't have the Assault Halberd. So that's just really nice for this deck. Then I played, of course, the 3 Rodas. Rodas really necessary, of course. You really want Hanzo in your opening hand, and also it helps with, after a while, that's why I run Assault Halberd right now, is because normally after 1 or 2 Hanzos this card becomes dead, and with Assault Halberd the chance of it being dead is really low. Then the 2 pot of duality. I believe 3 is way too cloggy. It's really good for like your first couple of turns where you don't special summon that much, or really late game when you're top decking or something, but otherwise late game further it is just horrible because you do want to special summon and that. So I'm just playing 2 and it worked fine. The 2 Magic Planter just helps so much with the deck. You don't really have a draw engine in this deck, so Magic Planter is like a must to run. Drawing cards is really important, so it's an obvious choice to run the Magic Planters. Then 2 staples, the Raigeki and the Book of Moon. Raigeki is just broken, just clearing a field. You have matchups where Raigeki is quite useless, like Josenju and a little bit Jiangxing, but still I will always run it in the main. Book of Moon helps offensively and defensively. It helps you with the Jinlock. Jinlock really hurts this deck, and Book of Moon, by flipping it face down, you get rid of the Jinlock, so it's also a must to play. Onto the traps. Of course, I play the 2 ninjutsu traps. This one is for the dragon, this one for the insect. As explained, the difference is with this one you target your own monster and your opponent's monster, so you will get rid of also theirs, and you don't have to tribute, which is the case with this one. You have to tribute your ninja monster, Hanzo, and if they MST this, while you do that, you lost your Hanzo and your trap card. While with this, if they chain MST to this, you actually didn't lose anything at all. Maybe if they MST it after the monster sent to the graveyard and you summon Labradorite, it will get banished, but at least you got rid of one monster from their field as well. So I really like this card way more. Then 2 Phoenix Chain. I'm not really sure if this is better than Breakthrough Skill right now. Negating effects during your own turn is also really important, but because it's a continuous trap, it helps with Magic Planter. Then 2 Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted is also a Magic Planter target, so I prefer this over Oasis because it sticks on the field. It just gives you a lot more options to do. You can special summon maybe Murmileo to destroy a spell or trap. You can special summon a Hanzo if you have still a ninjutsu trap on the field set, which happens quite often actually. So maybe you can even special summon like Assault Halberd, just so you can get another copy of it to your hand. Sometimes even a Leo, which is just amazing to special summon from the grave. Then 2 Mind Crush. I guess quite a staple this meta. Every deck searches cards, so Mind Crush just tells you what they have in their hand and you get rid of 1 threat, so really good. 3 is a bit too much, I think. I don't know. Normally I wouldn't even get off 2, so I don't really want to play anymore. Then for the trap hole cards, because you play 3 Murmileo, Bottomless obviously. I don't know about this card, and I feel like Deep Time Space Hole is way better, but otherwise you don't have any out to an Exit the Night, so I just search this if I think like they can go and make Exit the Night, because if they exit the night your whole field, it's really hard to come back from it with your deck, because you don't plus that much, you don't draw that much, so you really don't want that to happen. Then the 5 one-offs, Solemn, Compulse, Torrential, Vanities and Ring of Destruction. I guess quite common in stun decks, and like a must to run in this deck as well. Ring of Destruction was really good just to get rid of those monsters which you otherwise wouldn't get rid of, like the Jinlock and those kind of things. Let's get on to the extra deck. I played 2 Leo. Leo was the MVP of the deck, especially against the rogue decks. I don't think I lost any game against a rogue deck where I made Leo. 3 would be a little bit too much. Most times you only make 1. In some games you get the chance to make a second one, but normally that's more than enough. I played 1 Naturia Beast. Naturia Beast just shuts down Necros completely, so that's why I played 1 and sided the 2 emergency teleports and recover. I have like 9 level 4 earth monsters, so with recover I got the opportunity to go for Beast, so that's why I played 1. Crazy Box, just for those rogue decks which play skill drain, then Crazy Box is a really good card. Just a 3000 beater, it's always nice to have. Crazy Box, I'm a big fan of this card, but this tournament it wasn't really useful, so I only made it once, I guess. Ragnar Zero, a really good card, but also didn't make it this event, so nothing much to say about that. Black Ship, I was really afraid of the hands. Hands are really hard to get rid of in this deck. If you have Leo on the field, like as the only monster, Fire Hand doesn't do really much if that's the case, but besides that you don't really have an option to get rid of it, so Black Ship was a must need for this deck. 1/1, I guess quite stable. Hurtland Draco, it actually won me 1 game. My opponents played 1 Young Zing and he had like 4 monsters in defense and he had like 1900 life points. So I just made this and went for game, so really nice. Diamond Direwolf also didn't make it, but just some really difficult cards which you would not get rid of. Just for that reason we run it. I also played 1 Castell. Somebody lent it to me but already gave it back. Castell was really good in this deck, just to get rid of some good cards which really hurt. Also 1 Levalva Chain. Levalva Chain is like, I guess you could say one of the best rank 4s for this deck. Sometimes they just stop your setup plays and you don't really get the opportunity to get Labradorite or Murmileo to the grave, and this just speeds up that process. And after you have done that, you in the second turn you normally like put Dragar or something on top of the deck. 1 Dweller didn't make it, but against some matchups it's a really good card. And the Cowboy also didn't make it, but just another way to win games if you can't really go for an attack or something. Then on to the side deck. I played, let's see, 2 Effect Failure. Effect Failure is really good this format. I guess Effect Negation is always really important, but especially now with Manju, Senju, Effect Failure helps a lot to stop their searches and stop their plays. 1 Recover with 2 E-Tally, also lent E-Tally of a friend of mine, so I already gave that 1 back. But it was just for to make Naturia Beast. Naturia Beast is really good, especially against Necros, so if you get the possibility to play it because you run a couple of level 4 Earth monsters, I would definitely suggest playing it. The 3 MSTs. Everybody is citing Mistake for the for Necros, but it also hurts this deck a lot. It stops your Rodas, it stops your Murmileo, it stops Assault Halberd, it stops Henzo, so it's definitely a must to just side 3 MST for those matchups which can play Mistake, and also for lose 1 turn at skill drain, because those stop your plays a lot. Then the mirrors. both shadows and both light imprisoning. They just stop, especially light imprisoning mirror stops Satellite Knights completely. So I had to play this, and Shadow has a lot of decks which it can hurt. So just good side deck cards, but I guess only. No, I didn't draw any of the mirrors during the whole tournament. I played one Imperial Iron Wall. I had like one space left, and this is just good against Ritual Beast and against the Jinlock, but only sided in once. And then the 2 Mind Drain, also especially for the Necros matchup. I really hate playing against Necros, so I mainly sided for Necros. That was my deck, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the deck profile. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and a comment, and I see you guys next time. Peace.